How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Now, as you can probably tell in the difference in the last couple of weeks, I'm very tanned. I've come back from my holiday. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling fresh. Ready to ready to continue with the YouTube videos. Still clearly can't speak properly. But anyway, we move. Apologies last week. There was no Premier League score predictions. I'm sorry. I did film it. However, the room above me was making excessive noise, to the point where you couldn't even hear me on the GoPro. So that video was literally no point unless you just wanted to hear absolute noise and absolute racket for no reason whatsoever. But anyway, we are back here in the UK, up the England. We're back. I'm ready for some more videos and content, starting with the Premier League score predictions of week 5. Can't believe it's already week 5 and I've missed 2 videos. I'm not very good with my schedule, I tell you what. Anyway, we're going to hop straight into it because obviously I didn't have last week's score predictions to tell me whether I'm right or wrong, because obviously it wasn't uploaded. Apologies on that. Any of you that were upset. I know, not seeing my gorgeous face again this week. Well, last week, sorry. But anyway, I'm here now. It's okay. So, we're going to start immediately with the Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Liverpool. Now, Wolves coming in at a 14% chance of winning. Liverpool with a 68% and a draw percentage of 18%. It seems quite harsh on Wolves' end having a 14% chance of winning. It's understandable, but it seems a bit harsh. I mean, they are going against Liverpool, and I'm pretty sure Virgil van Dijk is coming back this week. I'm not too sure because of his red card. But it's all right because even though they've got a small percent chance of winning, I do believe that the stats are telling me the right things, but it seems a bit harsh for putting them as 14%. However, I do think Liverpool are going to win, even though they are playing at the away ground at the Molineux. I tried to remember how to pronounce this on like week 2. Molineux Stadium, something like that. I don't care. So I'm going to say Liverpool's going to win with a scoreline of 4-0. Because they beat Aston Villa 3-0 whilst I was abroad when I was seeing that. Not very happy. Matty Cash, me and you need to have words after that own goal.
Okay.
But because Aston Villa are a significantly better club than Wolves, they're going to batter Wolves even more. Speaking of Aston Villa, the boys in claret and blue playing at Aston Villa Park. Well, Villa Park, I should say. Playing against Crystal Palace with a 50% chance of winning. Crystal Palace with a 24% and a 26% chance of a draw. It seems quite reasonable. However, Crystal Palace are showing some signs of strength and a lot of heart when it comes to playing football now. Plus, it's very hard to play against them when they're playing in home grounds. However, they are playing away against us at Villa Park. I am seeing a very easy win here. Cheeky 3 points up on the table for Aston Villa. But it's going to be a bit of a challenge. Unai Emery needs to sort out Matty Cash and sort out that defence. We need Tyrone Mings back, preferably. And tell Emi Martinez to switch on, you know what I mean? We need to get it sorted. Plus, you know, Diaby, hopefully he can score some good ones. I think, I can't remember what his name is. Is it Duran? I can't remember, but he's playing wicked at the minute. Our new starter for Aston Villa. He's playing brilliantly. He scored a first goal for his career in Aston Villa in like the first 30 seconds of being subbed on. Anyway, enough of the waffling. I do think Aston Villa are going to win against Crystal Palace with a scoreline of 3-1. Now, next is going to be Fulham versus Luton Town. Now, hopefully, Fulham are going to bag themselves an easy 3 points. They are 13th currently in the league. Luton Town, I don't think have actually won a game yet, bless them. They are trying, but they are putting in a good shift in. However, Fulham with a 57% chance of winning. Luton Town with a 19% and a draw percentage of 24. I think Luton can bang a couple of goals in against Fulham. This could be a good challenge for them. To get some points in before they play against the likes of Man City and stuff. I will be intrigued for that. However, I do think Fulham are going to win, but I do think Luton Town are going to have a bit of a scrap with them, even though they are playing away. So it's going to be a bit of a test for Luton Town, but I am intrigued to see how it works out. However, I'm going to go with the obvious answer of Fulham going to win. I'm going to say 3-1. Now, next is quite an evenly balanced match according to the statistics, I should say. Man United versus Brighton. Brighton, again, showing signs of attack and heart towards this season. Played brilliantly last season and are doing quite well now. However, Man United got the upper hand lead by playing at Old Trafford with a 43% chance of going to win. Brighton with a 32% chance and a draw percentage of 25. So quite even stats when it comes to winning. However, again, I don't want to be biased. I feel like I'm being boring going with the win probability. I just see it happening again in the favour of Man United. Bit of a bottle job off them in the last couple of minutes. Declan Rice scoring that goal. And I think it was Gabriel Jesus. I was on the coach on the way back over to the airport. Last time I checked, it was 1-1. I had some lad on the coach, devastated as a United fan. He sat there in his United shirt. And then I found out it was 3-1, and then had to travel all the way from Cyprus over to the United Kingdom in a 4-hour journey with a 2-hour plane delay, by the way. Wearing a United shirt, knowing that they've lost and absolutely bottled it completely. But anyway, enough of that poor sod. He definitely wasn't crying at all. Anyway, Man United, I am going to say, are going to win, especially playing at Old Trafford. Hopefully, will give them a bit of a boost. Again, pretty even scorelines, I'm going to say. But I do think Brighton are going to slip under the pressure being against Man United. So I'm going to say Man United are going to win with a scoreline of 2-0. Unfortunately, for some reason, I'm saying 2-0. I feel like I keep saying 2-1 too often. I feel like I need to switch it up a bit. Now, next is going to be Tottenham versus Sheffield United. Now, again, seems a bit unfair in my opinion. Tottenham with a 75% chance of winning. Sheffield United with only 9% and a 16% chance of a draw. Again, same with the Wolves situation. Seems a bit harsh to give them 9%, considering Tottenham are a big club, but not big enough to leave them with 9% chance of Sheffield United winning. So it's quite harsh off the win probability on Google. But again, I'm gonna sway towards the win probability. However, I'm not too sure. I feel like Tottenham are gonna have a stinker. Do you know what? I'm gonna put one out there. I'm gonna throw a wild card because I seem to pick normal ones and then it goes absolutely mental. So I'm gonna predict a draw, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna predict a draw of 1-1. I'm gonna say 1-1. Tottenham, Sheffield United are gonna end 1-1. Well, tell me if I'm wrong. Most definitely am, but I'm throwing a wild card. I'm throwing a wild card in there this week. God, I cannot speak. Jesus Christ. Next is going to be West Ham versus Man City. Again, such a harsh win probability. West Ham, 15% chance of winning. Man City, 65% chance of winning and a draw percentage of 20. West Ham are doing absolutely brilliant right now. Hang on, let me just check the table. I'm pretty sure they're in top 5. They're 4th place at the minute. They're 4th place. They've played 4, won 3. I don't understand why the statistics are so low. I'm not being funny. West Ham are playing absolutely brilliantly at the minute. It's honestly, it's great for them. But I think 15% is quite stupid. Do you know what? I'm going to throw another wild card out there. I'm going to say it's going to be another draw. I don't know why. I'm going to say another draw. I'm going to say Man City and West Ham are going to draw with a scoreline of 2-2. Again, correct me if you think I'm wrong. I probably am. But again, I just don't see West Ham bottling it under the pressure against Man City. I do think they're going to be able to bag some decent points there. Hopefully anyway, because West Ham are doing really, really well at the minute. Shout out to Bazinga, by the way. Anyway, last on the Saturday lineup for, I don't know what you call it, Soccer Saturday or something. I ain't got a bloody clue. Next is going to be Newcastle versus Brentford. Again, quite reasonable statistics in my opinion. Newcastle 62% of winning, Brentford 16% chance of winning, and a draw percentage of 22%. I am going to sway with the statistics again this time round. I've thrown too many wild cards in already, but you know, again, Newcastle are on top at the minute. They're on great form. Oh, that's a lie. They're 14th of. Oh, they've played 4-1-1, and that was against us. Of course, it was. never mind, Newcastle are not doing so well at the minute. I think they're a bit rattled after the Champions League draw, and rightfully so. But again, they're not going to lose against Brentford. I'm not being funny. Brentford are currently... Where are Brentford? Brentford are 8th. But they've won 1 and lost 3 as well. So it's pretty even to me. I think it's just down to goal differences. Anyway, Newcastle, I'm going to say, are going to win. They need these 3 points to get themselves above Chelsea. Come on, that's a banter club at this point. I'm going to say Newcastle are going to win with a scoreline of 3-0. Don't know why. Another bit of a wild card thrown out there, but I do think Newcastle are going to win. Now, next is going to be Bournemouth versus Chelsea. Now, I have just slandered Chelsea, but I am going to sway with them potentially going to win this time round. Bournemouth, 21% chance of winning. Chelsea, a 55% chance of winning and a draw percentage of 24%. It's not looking too bad for Bournemouth. However, I do think Chelsea are going to do quite well this time. Bournemouth are currently 16th, Chelsea 12th. Chelsea have won 1, drawn 1 and lost 2. Yeah, that's correct. Oh, no, wait. Yeah. And then Bournemouth... won none, drew 2, lost 2. I don't see them winning against Chelsea currently at this moment in time. I am going to say Chelsea are going to win it, but I do think Bournemouth aren't going to be that bad. I'm not too sure. Again, I'm going to throw a bit of another wild card out there. I'm going to say Chelsea are going to win, but I'm going to say a scoreline of 1... I want to say 1-0? No, I'm going to say 2-1. 2-1 to Chelsea. I'm going to be boring and say the classic 2-1. But I do think that's how it's going to end up, in my opinion. Next up, 3 points galore for Arsenal. Hopefully so, for God's sake. Everton versus Arsenal. Now, this seems really underrated. No, overrated stats even. Because I think Everton shouldn't have this big of a percentage to win. 17% chance for Everton to win. 62% chance of Arsenal to win. And a 21% chance of a draw. As I've spoken about previously, obviously Man United bottled it against Arsenal in the last 10 minutes of added time the other day, leaving Arsenal to win 3-1, which has put them currently 5th on the table. And Everton are fighting for to get out of the relegation battle, currently in 18th place. Not looking too well. Drew 1, lost 3. Not looking good for Everton. And again, not going to look good for them this Sunday, because I think Arsenal are going to win with a scoreline of 3-0. Sorry to any Everton fans. I just don't think it's looking too great for you at the minute. Poor Sean Dyche is trying his best, but it's just not looking good, bruv. It's not even like you've played against hard teams. Sheffield United, Wolves, Aston Villa. Obviously, that is quite a hard club to beat, to be honest. I'm not being funny. And there we go, everyone. That is my score predictions done for this week. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And I'll see you all next week. Content's coming back, ladies and gentlemen. Take care, guys. Have a good rest of your day. Goodbye.